Are you looking to start vlogging but don't know where to start? Today we're going to be talking about the best cameras for vlogging, whether it's a smaller camera like this, a DSLR, or something fancy like a GoPro. We'll be also talking about the best practices, some of my tips. We'll be talking about the strategies to actually get views for your vlog content. You know, when you first start vlogging, it can kind of seem like an uphill battle because it's hard to get views, especially if you don't have an audience. One thing to always consider is most vloggers, they had another channel where they grew an audience, had subscribers. So when they start vlogging, this is why they're getting those views immediately. And they become epic vloggers that we know of that do this full time as a vlog channel. So there are ways though to start a vlog channel and get views and build that audience, but there's some best practices that I want to share with you on how to do that. Ultimately with vlogging, the first tip I give is practice makes perfect. And what's great about vlogging is, you know, it doesn't have to be fancy. At first, you don't have to have it all figured out. You can just put it out into the world. But the more you upload, the more you edit, the more you record, the more you think about the content you want to vlog about, and that practice, it's going to help you get to the destination, whether it's to make this a full-time living, whether it's to support a business, whether it's to advertise a product that you're selling. This is why I love vlogging. You know, vlogging to me is just video blogging. So it can be about anything and it can be in so many different styles. It doesn't have to be like Casey Neistat. It doesn't have to be like a Logan Paul. You can create your own style. So we'll be talking about that coming up.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
That's right. Welcome to Video Influencers. This is the VI show. We go live every Saturday morning to help you guys crush it on YouTube. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Hit that like button and let us know what type of vlog content are you trying to create? What kind of vlog channel do you want to have? And what type of vlogger do you want to be? Do you want to be more like the Casey Neistat? Do you want to be like a family vlogger? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, Q&A at the very end. So we like to get those questions out of the comments area. So we're going to get started here, but if you're not familiar, outside of Video Influencers, I actually vlog. In fact, this is my vlog camera, and this is it's Judy's life, where I actually vlog my relationship with my wife, or us as parents, of course, even my cooking. You know, we've been doing this for 10 years, vlogging our family, our travel, even our struggles with life just generally. And I've done everything from vlogging with my kids to even just vlogging, you know, what I do here on Video Influencers as well. So I vlog everything, but as I was mentioning, this is my favorite vlog camera, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later. And I'm going to be talking about the best cameras out there, why I don't think a DSLR is very good. I'll also be chatting about the best practices and how to actually get views. But if you're new here, let me know who you are, what you're going to be vlogging about, and let's get right into it. So the first thing everybody always asks is, what camera should I buy? And there's so many cameras out there that you can, and so many ranges in terms of price points. So a lot of people just assume you've got to be like Casey Neistat, right? You got the Gorilla Pod, you've got your DSLR, which, don't get me wrong, those are both great, but not practical. Honestly, I think 90% of people should not be vlogging with a DSLR, even the smaller ones. And I know that it got popular and you still see it, you know, especially at big events like VidCon or industry conferences, but the smaller your vlog camera, the better. It just makes way more sense, especially if you're new to this. You don't want to be investing in something like this, $1,000, $2,000. You know, this vlog camera I think is about $500-$600. You could probably get it cheaper used, and I'll talk about why this is more important. But we're going to talk about some other cameras that are even smaller, more practical. So let's get right into it. So the three cameras we're going to be talking about today is the Canon G7X Mark II, we'll talk about that a little bit later, the GoPro Hero 8, as well as the Osmo Pocket. So one thing before we get into the actual cameras itself, all of them are very small, right? They're portable. You can almost fit each one in your pocket. Now, this is the one that I use, the Canon G7X, which I'm going to talk about last. Even though it's kind of bulky, it still fits in my pocket. Usually I don't have it in my pocket. I probably have it in my bag or my backpack or wherever, you know, even just I'll just carry this all day long because I'm vlogging with it. But definitely portability is going to be one of the first tips I give you when you're getting your vlog camera. See, the problem with the DSLR, it's way too bulky, and it's just not natural to hold this with one hand. Usually you do have to have the Gorilla Pod. And so ultimately what happens is you get all excited, you buy this, you get the Gorilla Pod, you get maybe a microphone and all these accessories, but then you really don't want to bring it everywhere. And it looks so obnoxious. I know a lot of my vlog friends that actually use one of these and like, oh, it's all good. You get the best shot, you got the nice lens, but if you're just starting out and you're already a little bit shy about vlogging, like this just is going to bring so much attention versus this, which is much smaller. Still, people are going to look at you and be like, whoa, I wonder what. They're more curious rather than like hating on you or judging you. They're just curious what you're vlogging about. But look, it fits in the palm of my hand. So we'll talk about why this is important, but let's talk about some of the other cameras I just mentioned. So the first camera we're going to be talking about is the DJI Osmo Pocket. So what I love about this is, look, it's very small, but the first thing I like about it is the gimbal. You know, it's so important to have image stabilization, and this is basically from the company that's mastered it. So the gimbal on this, you know, like device is more than a camera. It's like a whole utility tool. Is awesome. Second thing I love about it is the handle. So you don't have to buy another, you know, like a tripod. It already comes with a handle. It's good to go. The third thing I love about it is the selfie screen. It's built into the handle. So, you know, real quick, the DJI Osmo, I wish I had one right now, but it literally fits in the palm of your hand, right? Except for the actual camera that's shooting you. And it's easy to put in your pocket, right? I love it for those reasons, and that's why I put it on here. Now, there's a lot of people that might disagree, but if you're into DJI and you like that company and their brand, and you like their gimbals, I'm telling you, it is a great one to start. In fact, I want to start vlogging with it, and just like see like how good it is. But let's talk about some of the bad about that Osmo Pocket. So a couple things that's not good on it is, number one, the audio. So the audio really isn't that good, and that is something you want to consider if you're vlogging, because you want people to hear what you're saying. Secondly, the distortion. So I heard that sometimes it can have a distorted look, or like it just doesn't look as good as other cameras. I don't know if it's image stabilization, but that is what I've heard on some of the reviews. And lastly is the display or the selfie screen. So I know that doesn't make sense, that I just talked about how it has a display so you can see yourself in the selfie screen, which is awesome, but it's so small you can't really tell, you know, how focused it is. I think the bigger the screen is, the better. In fact, you know, I'm going live right now and I've got this huge confidence monitor and I can clearly see when I'm in focus. So the smaller those screens are, the less, I guess, focus you can know you are in. Okay, so that's the DJI Osmo. Let's go ahead and go to the second camera, which is the GoPro. So I've got an old GoPro right here. This is a Hero 3, but GoPro just came out with something pretty amazing called the GoPro Hero 8. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. It's just so sleek, and they've just really mastered it. What's good about it is its versatility. So what I mean by this is literally you can do so much with this. You can vlog with it. You can take it out to vacations when you're traveling, if you're in the water. I'm just so much you can do with it, and all the accessories that come with it are pretty amazing. Second thing I love about the GoPro is the image stabilization. Probably the best image stabilization in the industry. because it's made to take with you where it's going to be a lot of movement, right? So of course that's really important. The third thing I really like about it is how small it is. If you don't have all the accessories, this thing can be pretty small. So that is something I definitely consider with the GoPro. The things I don't really like about the GoPro though, what's the number one thing here is the cost. Okay, so the actual camera itself isn't that much more in some of these other options. However, when you start adding on all the accessories that you kind of need to make it comparable to the other ones, it does rack up pretty quickly. Second thing I don't like about it is the fixed lens. So you can't really zoom on this. It is a wide zoom, so they give you different options, but it's all built into the camera rather than the lens actually zooming like the next camera. The last thing about the GoPro is the audio. Now, you know, the thing about the audio on the GoPro is it has decent audio, but where you get the best audio is the actual the accessory that goes on it. I think it's called the media accessory. In fact, I don't know if we can pull it up, but I would love to show the GoPro Hero Black 8 and that accessory I'm talking about. That media attachment makes it seriously one of the best vlog cameras. So if you actually go to their actual website, I don't see it on here. Oh, right there in the middle, right there, right there, right there. Click on that. That picture shows you the media kit that I'm talking about. So the media mod, there you go. On the top left, that is a microphone, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see, it goes right over the camera. Also, you can attach things like the handle to the bottom of it. If you actually go to other ones, there's, yeah, of course they want to get our email. If you go up, there's a display attachment. Can you go to the, excuse me, other accessories? Go to, there you go, and then go down and go down, down, down. Go to load more, go up a little bit, right there, load more. Go down, keep going, keep going. Keep going right there. So the display mod is what makes it a great selfie kind of camera. But again, see, this is where the actual cost starts stacking up. So with that media mod, it's amazing, right? Especially if you have a display that flips up. It's the perfect vlog camera. I haven't personally used it, but Sean Cannell, a co-founder of this channel, on Think Media, he did a video on it. And I'll tell you, I lean to Sean and his expertise when it comes to camera gear. And he did say in this video that it's one of the best vlog cameras, and he was talking about different reasons why. So I'm definitely going to use it one day. But because of all those things, I use GoPros for a while now. But again, when it's in this case, the audio was so bad, and they never had the flip screen option. This orange thing is to help it float in the water. But the GoPro Hero 8 is definitely a game changer, and I would highly suggest it. But let's go to the third camera I would recommend when it comes to vlogging, which is the G7X Mark II. It's a camera I've been using literally for years now. What I like about that camera is, number one, autofocus. Autofocus is so important when you're talking to your camera. Whether you have a selfie screen or not, you just want it to focus real quick, and the autofocus is awesome on Canon cameras. Secondly, I love the flip up screen. So let's actually go back to me here. So what I mean by the flip up screen, look, it comes with the camera. It's already part of it. So of course you can use a screen on the back like that. See, with the GoPro Hero 8, you have to buy it as an attachment for it to work. For the DJI Osmo, it's on the handle, but it's so small. I'm telling you, it's awesome, and this is why this is my favorite camera. So let's get back to the other reasons I like it and also don't like it. The third reason I really like it is the audio. So there's a microphone on the top, and I'm not going to show you guys because it's too small, but the microphone is right on the top. So whether you're vlogging from behind or you're doing the selfie mode, it's going to catch your audio. And that's what I've always liked about Canon cameras at this level. So of course, even on this one, the microphone, which is crazy, it's so small on this one, it's right on the top. See, they mess you up when they try to put it on the front, because again, they're just assuming you're going to be vlogging something that's in front of you. But if you're a vlogger, you oftentimes oftentimes talk on both sides of the camera. So the microphone being on top is awesome. Other things I just like generally about this camera is it's a workhorse. We've used this over and over and over. It just has never given us issues. I once broke this to the point because my kids drop it all the time or I'm putting it into my luggage. Literally, I had 3 of the 4 frame screws fall out. So there was only 1 screw left and the frame was falling apart and it still worked. Now, of course, by that time, we just go ahead and buy another one. So this is why I love the G7X Mark II. Now, unfortunately, the Mark III got some issues. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but let's go ahead to the things that I don't like about the G7X Mark III. So the first thing that I particularly don't like about the Canon G7X Mark II is the size. Now, of course, if you compare it to the other two, it's just much more bulky, right? And it doesn't fit in your pocket as nicely, but it's forgivable. Let's just go back to me for a second. Look at this. So yes, this is bulky, but look at this thing. Like this thing is definitely not going to fit in your pocket. So the G7X, even though it is bigger than the other options, it's still the one I like, even though it is significantly bigger. So let's go back to the other reasons I'd say like make it not as good. Next one is the Mark III. Okay, so let's talk about the Mark III real quick. So the Mark III is supposed to be better. I was so excited for it. In fact, I was talking to one of the guys responsible for helping to make the Mark III better. And for whatever reason, they changed up the guts of it. They went with a different kind of sensor. The autofocus didn't work as well. And I know with software updates, they have fixed a lot of things. But I've heard from other people that they still would not recommend it as much as the Mark II, which is crazy because usually cameras are supposed to get much better. So right now, the good thing about the Mark III coming out is the fact that you can get this for cheaper, the Mark II. By the way, I think all the links are down below in the description. If not, we'll put them all down there, but definitely this is a great one. All right, so the last thing about the Mark II that I personally don't like is the price. It is pricey. So, what I'll say about the price is it is expensive. I think even the Mark II is $599. However, you get everything in this. You don't need anything else. I'd say the only thing you would maybe want is maybe some way to hold it. And I use what's called a Mi Photo 360. Actually, no, I use that for my phone. But this is probably the perfect size in my opinion, so you don't have to have like a holder. Okay, so this is the perfect vlog phone camera, and I would highly recommend it. You know what's better than all 3 of those though? It's right over here, and everybody has one. Bam! Your phone. Phones are getting better and better and better, and I just got the iPhone 11, which has amazing camera quality, and image stabilization is getting much, much better. I think that's one of the downsides, but if you had a gimbal, then you really fix that, right? So the reason I bring up the phone is because don't wait to buy one of these things. Definitely don't wait to get something like this that's like thousands of dollars. Use what you have already, especially if you're just starting out. And a channel I want to shout out is D Nimmin, Deenimmin. Go to his channel and he talks about how to vlog with a phone. So definitely check that out. And those are the cameras. So let's get into what actually matters, because if you have a phone and you're willing to start a vlogging today, these are the things I would consider in terms of the best practices and tips. So the first thing I would tell you when you're vlogging is think about what you're going to film before you hit record. You know, it's so important that you're very clear when you're talking, and part of the reason people are nervous or they don't know what to say is because they haven't really thought about it before hitting record. So there's no point in just mumbling and bumbling. Like, think about that moment, what it is you're going to be capturing, and be very focused on it. So, you know, if you're going to go into a situation where you're out in public, again, this is even more important so that you don't look awkward, right? Like you're just talking naturally because you've thought about what you're going to talk about before you hit record. Secondly, keep it short and sweet. So important because this is going to save you during editing. One of the things that kills people's vlog channels is the editing process. But more importantly than that, and before actual edit, is going through all your content. You know, my wife, she's always telling me, hey, can you just like keep it a little bit shorter? Because like looking through your 10-minute clip is really tiresome for me. In fact, if I do that, she'll just do like a fast forward or like a time lapse. So it's going to be key for you to make short, sweet clips. And again, this is why if you start with the thought of what you're going to record before you actually hit that button, it's going to help you when you're editing later. This is probably the number one mistake people make that people don't think about. They just want to vlog everything for options, which I totally understand. You want to get different angles and B-roll and things that help your vlog look better. But you also don't want to get confused or basically get overloaded by all this content. The third thing I would recommend is record things you're passionate about and you understand. Things that you actually have fun talking about. The more you're recording things that you actually can, share very confidently, the more natural you're going to look on camera. So the whole fake it till you make it thing, not really going to work for your vlog camera if you want people to be interested. Talk about those things that you're comfortable. I'll tell you this too. A lot of people probably are vlogging the wrong things. They want to be like a Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon or a vlog channel, when really what you got to do is be a vlog channel that's you. Right? That's uniquely you, that's original, that you can speak to very naturally and confidently. So make sure you record things that you're passionate about and you understand, and ultimately that you have fun recording, right? That you would do for free. So we're going to go ahead and get into the best practices on how to actually get views, because I know a huge struggle for a lot of you is, you know, you upload the video and you don't actually get views. And so you come back here and like, Benji, I've been uploading like 100 plus vlogs in the last year. I'm not getting views. So I'm going to talk about some strategies, some best practices, and I'm actually going to even show you a cool tool in vidIQ that's going to help you figure out what you want to vlog about, but also how to get views on those vlogs. But if you're new here and you guys are starting a YouTube channel and you want to crush it on this platform, I wanted to talk about YouTube secrets. Better than me talking about YouTube secrets is our friends talking about YouTube secrets. So let's roll the YouTube secrets promo clip.
Probably the ones who have helped me most in terms of just technically how to create videos that are engaging and how to utilize a lot of the mechanics of YouTube is Sean and Benji from Video Influencers. They just came out with a book recently called YouTube Secrets.
I mean, they take this all the way from if you're just brand new and trying to think of ideas for your channel, all the way through it to advanced strategies. And
they both have a lot of value to add to help us influencers and YouTubers really start to build amazing and big audiences and get more views and get more subscribers.
Guys, buy the book, I promise. If you're doing YouTube secrets, I mean it.
Did you know that right now there are tens of thousands of people generating over $100,000 per year using YouTube? That means if you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, social media influencer, or you lead a nonprofit, YouTube is one of the best places to reach more people, generate more income, and build a powerful brand right now.
They talked about some of the key things that I think are essential for anyone that is trying to grow their channel, grow their business. This book is just perfect for that.
And I like to call this book the YouTube Bible because everything you need to know about YouTube is inside of this book.
And finally, there is a step-by-step playbook for success. YouTube Secrets, the brand new #1 best-selling book from online video experts Benji Travis and Sean Cannell. Drawing on 2 decades of industry experience and over 100 interviews with today's top YouTube influencers, you'll learn the proven best practices and latest viral strategies for building an influential and profitable presence on YouTube.
The #1 reason why you should read this book is because you can trust Sean and Benji. They're honest, have integrity, which I think is rare in YouTube.
Considering they have a combined 2 million subscribers, they built 2 7-figure brands, and on top of that they have a combined 20 years of experience making video. So to that end, you really get the impression that everything that they're telling you is really steeped in proven success and not the result of wishful thinking or just theory.
The ebook, paperback, and audio version are out now at tubesecretsbook.com. YouTube Secrets, the ultimate guide to growing your following and making money as a video influencer.
Should you buy it? Yes.
All right, that's right. That was Gary Vaynerchuk. Isn't that crazy? He even recommended buying YouTube Secrets. And I know a lot of you, if you're just getting started right now, you are wondering how to do this YouTube thing, right? You don't even know how to start a channel. So YouTube Secrets is going to help you do that. So pick up a copy. You can get it down below. And I'm so grateful for everybody that's left the review and talked about the book. Obviously, you saw it there. And I promise you, if you just started YouTube, you don't know anything about the platform, that book will help you. And the audiobook is out too. So whether you like to read books on ebook or listen to it, obviously read it. Make sure you go grab a copy. So we're going to get into what you need to do in terms of actually get views on YouTube for your vlogs. So I talked about being very specific, or I talked about knowing what it is you're going to record, right? I believe before you even record, you should think about what the vlog is going to be. And so the number one tip is think topical and be very specific on the type of content you will vlog about. Another mistake a lot of people make when they start their vlog channels is they literally just vlog about whatever, them brushing their teeth, what they're going to eat, their commute to going to work, and then they're at work a little bit, maybe not as much vlogging there, and then afterwards they go run some errands and they get home, and then finally maybe the thing that they're really excited about, they finally start vlogging. You know, people aren't going to wait for you to get to the excited part. I mean, yes, people can fast forward, but what I would suggest is, especially if you have no audience, nobody has any context with you, they're not fans of you yet, is you need to get right to the point. So say, rather than vlogging like these other YouTubers who do vlog their days, by the way, including me, right? We vlog our days, but we've built an audience. They want to see all the behind the scenes. But if you're just getting started, you've got to focus on something that is very topical, or again, like a specific subject. What I would suggest is, say you're somebody that's into cooking, right? Start the vlog when you go shopping for the ingredients. You start out talking about, hey, today I'm going to be cooking pasta, right? It's going to be a red sauce with ground pork. It's going to be quick. So I'm going to go grocery store first. Like, I would start it like that, rather than, again, it's like, hey, I've got a long day today and, you know, I've got to get to work, so I'm going to get ready. And then you vlog all your things. And then finally you get to work, you don't vlog. And then on the way home, you go to pick up those things at the grocery store. Or if you get more focused, people that like cooking, people that appreciate food, people that are interested in that topic are more likely to actually watch it, right, and enjoy it, versus trying to get everybody to just watch your random day, right? The reality is most people's day isn't interesting until you become interesting to them. Now, if you are bold and you feel that you've got the personality to really entertain people throughout the day, well, then that's fine. But the topic or the specific niche is comedy probably, right? Or entertainment. That's a little bit different. But this is a way to more guarantee your views. When I say guarantee, it's going to give you a better chance. So one thing I want you to pull up is vidIQ, you know, where we research the search tag. So one way you can do this is make sure you kind of understand if there's views or searches around a topic. So vidIQ, the sponsor of this vlog, this video has a great tool, and this is one of the reasons why I love vidIQ, because you can do some research on a topic, right? So let's go over. So this is a keyword research tool. So for today, I literally typed in how to vlog, right? And when you type in how to vlog, it's going to pull up a whole bunch of related keywords and related keyword scores, but the search volume, that is what you're really focused on. So let's go ahead and zoom in. There you go. So look, vlogging. 900,000 plus search volume. I believe this is per month, right? Vlogging tips, 20,000. So let's go up and go to the food topic. So let's go grocery store haul. Okay. So we're talking about your grocery store shopping experience. Let's see if people even search it. I don't know if they do or not. Grocery store haul. So 1,000 people search it, but this is telling you what people are searching onto YouTube. So this is a great way to start. And what I actually like to do is go ahead and click on some of those to the left, those boxes, right? If you click these, again, little quick hack, and you hit copy selected keyword, then you copy all those tags and you can use them in your tags for when you're uploading the video. So that's just a quick tool that lets you kind of make sure that people are interested in what you're going to vlog about. And then what I like about those keywords is pick all those keywords and kind of create a vlog around all those keywords. Even though we know that tags aren't as relevant, it's still helping you align your words and what you're going to record so that it revolves around this specific topic or niche or whatever the content is that's focused to help you get people interested that are interested in that topic, right? And then, of course, it's going to help you with the title. So the second tip I have is you still got to focus on the title, thumbnail, and content. It's so important that you don't forget this. Even though vlogs seem casual, you can still be very focused and sniper when it comes to how you put your vlog out there. So of course the title, you just saw how we research our videos. Make sure the title revolves around those keywords. Make sure it's something that is compelling to somebody, that would interest something. So if it's a grocery store haul, maybe you're going to talk about what I get when cooking my 30-minute pasta. So again, someone that's into cooking pasta, they might want to watch it because it's compelling versus a day in the life of me, everything I do from wake up to going to sleep. You know, people don't want to watch that. I'm just being honest here. They want to watch what's going to be valuable to them. Secondly, for the thumbnail, make sure the thumbnail is relevant to that. See, this is where it's important to have a focus around your vlog. So the thumbnail can also be focused too, because if you do a day in the life, the question is what part of that life are you going to make as a thumbnail versus if it's a grocery haul, maybe you can take a rad picture of all the ingredients and you doing like a little selfie picture. And again, being very specific to what is going to be in the vlog and what people intend to watch and expect to get out of it. Lastly is the content itself. Again, we talked about this before. Make sure all the way through it's about that topic. And I know a lot of you want to vlog your day like these daily vloggers do, but you got to start somewhere. And what I'm trying to do here is actually get you views rather than you upload 100 and get no views. Okay. The third big tip I have is you've got to do it over and over and over. You've got to practice until you get near perfection. No one ever gets perfect at this, right? But that practice is so important. There's no replacing it. And I know we say this every single time, but in vlogging especially, you've got to just do this. And so almost all vloggers that I know, even the ones that already had audiences, they had to practice a lot to get there. What I love about vlogging is when you vlog, even when you don't have an audience, you can watch yourself and you can basically create content in a much more casual, easier way and improve, right? Versus trying to do a setup like this and having a script and all that kind of stuff. And this is why it goes back to some of those first things I mentioned. Vlogging about things you're confident about, things that you know, things that you're passionate with, things that literally you can just turn on a camera and just talk about it like you're talking to your friend about whatever topic it is. And so it's so important to not upload your first video. And hit that like button if you're going to upload your first video today or a video generally, especially with vlogs. And so it's important for you to just get started and do this over and over and over and just always improve from upload to upload. You increase those views even by one. Well, over the course of 100, well, 1,000 is pretty extreme. Hopefully by 1,000, you're doing something, right? Like you've got this all figured out. But I'll tell you, if you do this 1,000 times, you get really good. You know, my wife and I's channel, It's Judy's Life. Of course, it revolves around her life as a mother, as a wife, as a person that loves beauty and passion. She already had an audience, but still, she's uploaded 3,000 plus vlogs, which is crazy. But we've gotten pretty good at it. I can tell you, like, you can't really see it, but up in the corner, we've got like 4 or 5 of these on the shelf. I've probably gone through 15, 16 of these small ones. Yes, I did carry a pink camera some days. And I've got, this is probably my 7th or 8th Mark II Canon G7X. But you know, vlogging has been awesome. We've been able to share our life and talk about our marriage and our experiences as a parent and make it something we do as a living, right? And it's been awesome. So whatever it is you're going to be vlogging, start somewhere specific, be very focused, and utilize these best practices. I wouldn't get all caught up with what camera you're going to use. In fact, you know, here, let me show you guys. If you have a phone, you can totally just get one of these gimbals. Now, this is pretty extreme, right? But you have one of these gimbals with your phone, you're good to go. But even if you don't, you know, I just bought the iPhone 11. If you got one of these little pop sockets, bam, you're good to go. It's not going to be as stable, the gimbal, but if you keep it still, you can start vlogging today and start a vlog channel right now. And practice makes perfect. So important. All right, you guys, hit that like button if you guys are enjoying this content. If you're thinking about starting a vlog channel, make sure you pick up YouTube Secrets. Make sure you download vidIQ so that you can be prepared to have the best chance possible to optimize your videos, to actually get views. All the links to the cameras and everything is down below, so make sure you check it out there. We're about to do a Q&A. If you're watching the replay is available to everybody that's part of the Video Influencers Club, so make sure you hit that join button. If you guys want to see more videos about vlogging, click or tap the screen right here. We have a whole playlist where we talk about vlogging and the best practices. If you want to see our playlist where we actually interview some of the dopest vloggers that we know, click or tap the screen right here. As always, my name is Benji Travis. This is Video Influencers. We're helping build your influence, income, impact with online video. I'll talk to you later.